Hello, back again for another training session. Today we're going to be displaying how to use your event calendar on your WordPress website. This is your event calendar. Down here we have your upcoming events. Uh, this is not Elementor. The event calendar is completely separate software from the Elementor, but it's simple to use, and I would tell anybody, encourage anybody, if you ever used a Google Calendar, if you have, it's very similar to that. And so the first thing you're going to do, as you see here, we're going to go into our dashboard. You have to be logged in. We already went over login procedures. And you're going to go to your dashboard here. And here's our dashboard. If you come down our dashboard is really, it looks complicated, but it's not. It's exactly what it says. This is for home, post. Here's events right here. It's like the third post down, events. And here go your options for event. You can look at all events, or you can add a new event. To look at all events, you can click here and you'll come up, and here's all your events down here listed. These are all events that you have right now. And you have an option. You can add a new event. We're going to add a new event just to show you. You can add it here by hitting the add button, or of course you can go here, you can hit add new here. Either one, we're going to add a new event. So we're going to click here and we're going to add a new event. Okay, and we're going to scroll down, and it says here, enter the title. So it's exactly what it said. We're going to enter the title. This is Christmas, the holiday season, so I'm going to say Christmas party. So we're having a Christmas party. And so the first thing you're going to see right below, after you put in the title, you're going to see whether it's an all-day event or no end time. So if this is not an all-day event, so then you click on the calendar, and you're going to see a calendar pop up. We can go here. We're going to say the Christmas party is going to be December the 15th. So I'm going to make it a Friday, okay? Let's go with a Thursday. And then I'm going to click here, and you put the starting time of the Christmas party. Let's go with noon. Now, by default, it's going to automatically assume that the start date is the end date. If not, you're gonna change that. Probably most events, it's probably going to be the same, unless you have a repeating event. But I don't think you're gonna have too many events that continue on for 2 days without a break. So then you come here and you just click here and you set your end time. Let's just say it's 2 hours. It's going to end at 2 p.m. The next thing you have, this should already be set, but this is your time zone. If you click here, you're going to see all the time. They have cities in here, all different. I think New York is Eastern. It's one. They have all different cities for different time zones. But if that wasn't set, you would set it there. This is Chicago, but your website, this should already be set. Okay, next we're going to go whether the event is a repeating event. So if this was a repeating event, that means it's going to be reoccurring on a regular basis, but this is not. I'm going to show you, just click here for repeat. And then you will come in here, and let's say this was something that happened weekly. Whether you putting this in every single week, you can just go here and say this particular event happens every Thursday. And you would click right there, and then you hit apply, and this event is going to show up on the calendar every single Thursday. When do it end? Never. If it ended on a particular date or after a date, you'll click here, it will ask you for a date. What if it was a monthly event? Then you would click on here. You have different options for monthly. It happened monthly. So then you would say on what day of the week or what day of the month, either one. So you can click here for the days of the month that this occurs. You just click it and apply it. Or you can come here and say, okay, this happened monthly, but this happened every first Tuesday, or every second Tuesday, third Tuesday, fourth, fifth. So you got some pretty nice options here as far as monthly. And when does it end? Never. So this is pretty good. Then you got annual, then you got custom. Custom would just simply mean you have an event and it repeats on a regular basis, but it don't fit none of those criteria. So you just come in and say, okay, the next event is going to be on the 30th. Then it's after that, you apply that. You're going to click the next date and apply that. You just got dates that this event occurs, but it's no certain date. It just happens 3 times. But you just put the 3 times a day, and then you apply that date. And then all those events going to automatically show up on the calendar. And the way this calendar works, like any other calendar, once the event is passed, it automatically falls off the calendar. You don't have to take it off. It's going to automatically fall off. The next section right below here is the event location. You put the name of the event. I'm just going to put here the government hall on 3rd floor, okay, of your building. And then here you can put the address, wherever the address is. If it's an address, you put it. This could be anywhere. This is going to be a restaurant, the name of that restaurant, the address of the restaurant. So you just put the venue name in and you put the address here. Here they have a show map. I usually just leave that alone because there's some more settings you have to do for that map to show. So I usually just leave that alone, even though you can coordinate a map. You have to put in some more coordinates. So I usually just leave that alone, just put the address in there. The next thing you're going to do is the cost and the ticket information. So you come here, let me scroll up. Whoops. We scroll up here. No ticket, don't do nothing to this. If it's no ticket, if it's a cost, you put the cost in here. Whatever the cost is for the ticket, let's say it's $10. You letting everybody know this event you need there's $10. Now you got some other options here. You got timely tickets, which is this particular software ticket system. I recommend a lot of time you use Eventbrite, eventbrite.com for an external ticket. So you would go to eventbrite.com. Maybe that'll be another training session. And in eventbrite.com, you'll create it, and then they will give you a link, and that link will go right here. You put the Eventbrite, http.com, and that's a ticketing system. So that will allow people to be able to actually buy a ticket, and it'll actually automatically give them a receipt. It'll do the whole ball of wire. It's a ticketing system. So if you had that, you would put that link right there, and this link will show up on the website. Click here to purchase your tickets. Otherwise, you can just put $10, then somewhere in the description tell people who they paid the $10 to. If it was $10 for the Christmas party. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put the contact information. So you put the person contact, whoever the point of contact is. I'm going to put my name in here. They can be, anybody you want, and then you put a phone number in here. Wherever the phone number to be reached. Then you put the email address in here. Wherever the email address is, you can put that email address in here. Wherever the email address is, you put it in here. I'm going to put my email address in here. That's not quite, I'm just a sample. And then here, you'll put in a website address. That would mean if this particular place had a website address that you want to show up, you would put that in there. And then you come down to the last step, which is the body. Now, this is what I really like about this software. You can type anything you want in here. Please feel free to invite your family. This will be a really fun event. So you put wherever you want in the text section. You can even copy and paste it from a Word doc. But here's what I like about this system that's different. You can add media here. So if you wanted to add a photograph, it's the same way. You would come here and you can add any photograph you want, insert it right here in the thing. You click on the photograph, and here you can left align it like this. This could be any photograph you want. You can put the photograph in here. Here's another neat feature too. Along with a photograph, or you can put the photograph in here. You can do links. I explained the link earlier. In the earlier video, if you want to insert a link, you can come here, and you can just come here and then put your link in there. It could be a link to anything you want. I put CNN.com in here, but I always say copy and paste any links. Don't try to remember it. You will open up a new tab here. And then that link would automatically uh, show up here. Now you have a link right in your message. Another thing you can do, I think this is neat too. You can come here. You can add the picture too. You can come down here. This is just like a regular editor. You can type bold here. You can change the font sizes. You can left, right, justify it. But here's another neat feature too you can do when you come here. Let's say if you want to add a video. Again, go to YouTube. I would say all videos, don't ever put a video directly in there, upload it to YouTube. I'll put that in another video, how to do that. But anyway, you just paste the link, I already got it here, to the YouTube video, and bam, your YouTube video shows up here. So, and I'm gonna show you, this is a Christmas Carol video, but the YouTube video show right up, right in the thing. So that's pretty much it. After that, all you do is just hit this blue button over on the right over here to publish it. And we're gonna publish it. And right after it's published, we're gonna come down. It should say it's published, and you can view this event. You can look at it like this. And here's your event. The video can play. So that's the event. Here's the link to CNN or wherever you wanted to link to. But that's pretty much it on how you use the calendar. It is one more thing I might want to do. By default, sometimes it'll put a sidebar on there, but if you don't want the sidebar, you can just come over here where it say layout setting. Not here. Let me go down to where's the sidebar? Oh, sidebar. I'm sorry. Go to the sidebar setting right at the top here. Oops. Your sidebar setting, no sidebar. And so you can do that. So if you don't want for a sidebar to show up, you can do that. And then we'll come. I might be able to set the setting in the background so we don't even see that sidebar unless you wanted a sidebar. And we can view it again. And now you have a full display without a sidebar. And if you notice, if we come here to our home page and we start looking at this, it's going to automatically show up here when that time's come. But if we want to go here, let me go here. Here is. Here's our, when we go back, what was it? What date was that on? Here's our Christmas party right here. It's right on our calendar, right here for December the 13th. Here's our Christmas party. You can click here, and then it show up. And they can play it right here. You can look at it right there. I want to go over something else too. Since we're here, you can also, but I wanted to start with a new event. You can also edit the calendar from right here. If you want to edit an event, but if you create an event, you automatically know how to edit it. So you can actually go in here if you want to just edit an event, and you can click this. Okay, and that'll bring you right to the event. And then let's say, ooh, we're going to change the date. You can change anything here, but you can come in here and you can say it's going to be on a Friday now. Okay, and just click that. If you want to change the time, you can change the time. All you do is hit update. And then you can view this event again here once you hit the update button. And then again, the time have changed accordingly. And you can go back to the home page. And here's our, where's our Christmas party at? We got to go up one because it's only showing the next 5 events. Here's our Christmas party right here. And you can look at it here. And it does it everywhere. So it's also, if you go in events here and you look at monthly calendar, if you have a monthly calendar, they can view the monthly calendar, and the event also is going to show up right there on the monthly calendar. Let me go over to December because we're not in December yet. Here it is right here. That is showing again. If they click on it, there it is right there. And you also got some other things where you can you can add it to your Google Calendar. If you have a Google Calendar, you want to add it to that, you can do that too. So that is it. That completes the video for how to use your event calendar. Thank you very much for your time.